Hello students, welcome to part 5 of how to program the video game Star Hunter using Scratch 2.0. Okay, we built a very good game, okay? But there is one problem. So I think this is Octopus 3 here. So when Octopus 3 kind of ends in the top right hand corner, what happens is it traps your sprite in the corner. Because we've programmed the cat sprite to follow your mouse, as soon as we click the green arrow, this is where your sprite is going to start. So you're always going to have that that octopus trap you in the corner. So let's see if I can get that here. So let's see. So if you end the game like this, and then this octopus is in the top right hand corner, it's always going to trap you here. You can't get away from it. So this is a definite bug. So what we want to do is we want to change that. Okay, so make sure you've clicked on Octopus 2 from the sprite list. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to add this one thing here. So we're going to click on motion, and then we're going to look for go to. Okay, go to. And then what we're going to do is we're always going to ask it to go to 0 and 0. 0, 0 is right in the middle of our screen here. Okay, so what we can do is we can add this to the top of our script here. So when we click on the green flag, Sprite Octopus 2 should always start in the center. Okay, so make sure you check that. Yes, so I can see that Octopus 3 is now starting in the center because I've added, Octopus 2, always starts in the center because I've set it to go to position 0, 0 as soon as the game begins. So we've gotten rid of that bug. Okay? Okay, so let's try to identify these octopuses a little bit differently. So let's click on Octopus 1, and what we're going to do is we're going to set its color now. Okay, so let's look for the looks, the purple blocks, and let's look for set color effect. Set color effect 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to place it right underneath the set size. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set color effect to 50. So to be honest, you can choose any number here between -100 and 100. So let's see what 50 looks like. So let's play the game, and you can see now that one of your octopuses, Octopus 1, is now this kind of purpley blue color. Okay? If you don't like that color, then please change the color. Anything between -100 and 100 will do. So now that identifies the first octopus as with a different color. Okay? All right. So let's do something with the second octopus. So let's have the second octopus flash with its colors. So let's create a new script underneath here. So let's go to events. Let's start with this one. And then let's go to control. Let's get the forever block. And then let's go to the looks blocks. And let's go to change color effect by. And what we want to do is we want to place it inside the forever. So this time it's creating a loop. Whereas in the previous one, for Octopus 1, we just wanted to change the color once. But this one, it's going to change the color constantly. So let's change it by 25. Okay? So what this is going to do is it's going to make Octopus 2 flash. So let's click on the green flag, and I can see Octopus 2 is now flashing. Okay? It's flashing as it's chasing me. Okay? All right. Very good. So let's do something different with Octopus 3. Let's give it a swimming animation. So let's click on Octopus 3 from the sprites list, and we're going to create another little script underneath here. So let's go to events. Okay. Let's go to control. Let's get the forever block. And then for looks, we're going to click on Next Costume. So if we've highlighted Octopus 3, and if I go to Costumes, you'll notice that it actually has two different costumes. So if I go back to Scripts, and if I grab the costume, Next Costume block here, and I place it inside the Forever block, and then if I go back to Control, and if I give it a little bit of a delay, and I place that inside the Forever block underneath the next costume, and if I program this to 0.1, what's going to happen is it's going to run between the two costumes at 0.1 seconds. Okay? All right, so let's click on the green flag, and let's have a look for Octopus 3, which has that animation. So I'm going to try to follow Octopus 3 here to show you what it's going to look like. See how it's got that little animation because it's going back and forth between two different costumes. Okay. All right. So the last thing we can do is, maybe you're thinking that having a cat underwater doesn't make a lot of sense. So let's click on the cat sprite, okay? And then let's open the costumes tab, and you see how the cat sprite has two different costumes as well. But let's add another costume. So let's click on choose costume from library, and let's choose one that's a little more appropriate for an underwater game. And I'm going to look for divers. Okay, so I have diver 1 or diver 2. Diver 1, I'm going to click on. I'm going to click OK. Okay, so now that has changed the sprite from a cat to a diver. If I go back to the scripts, again, the cat here, if you find that the diver is a little bit too big, remember we can go to a looks block and we can say change size or set size. Actually, I could put this in here. And I could set size to, let's say, 60%. And let's see how that changes the game. So you see how the diver is much smaller now. Okay, if you have a smaller diver, it's much easier to avoid the collisions with the enemies. Okay. So now I've taken you through hundreds of steps on how to create this game. But the great thing is that there's so many parts that you can customize and change to make the game more your game, more personalized. So I'd like you to take some time. Let me first save here. I'd like you to take some time and go in and adjust the scripts so that the gameplay works about the same, but I want you to add your creative touches to it, okay? Please call me over when you've added a lot of changes and modifications and tweaks to your game. Okay, so this concludes the video game project Star Hunter. Thanks for watching. Bye.